Hi, good morning, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone able to hear me. Please let me know guys if you have any issues with the audio or video. Okay, so yeah, I'm discussing about scope imports. So yesterday we imported like couple of um, RDBMS table data into HDFS, right? Okay, let me show you that. In SQL life and is this session recording. Okay, so these are the like records we can have in this table we already imported, right? So now today we are going to be importing a couple of things. Okay, these two things I'm going to be importing, inserting it now today. Now if we go with things like we can have 8 records, and let me open my HDFS. Okay, open ls HDFS batch 44 scoop EMP. So I'm just checking the last one. Not this one. No? 4 3 I guess. We can have all 6 records. Huh? And these two. Yeah, here we can have all our records, guys. Here. So now I want to be get. Okay, otherwise we'll go with this. Okay. Let me import it now. Just I am importing everything is now. Okay, now 8 records we can have it. So we are trying to insert one more value here. Eighth one and ninth one. Right. So now we have total 10 records. So yesterday we have 8 records. Today we added more 2, and we supposed to be get these details. Instead of getting entire 10 records here, is there any chance to get only these 2 records? Because here 10 records, 8 records and all, I think there is nothing much difference. In real time, you can have some millions of or lakhs of records in a day. And yesterday you imported, and the next day data also is supposed to be imported. So yesterday some suppose 10 GB data, next second day again 10 GB data. So if you are importing the second day, first 10 GB and second day 10 GB, 20 GB data if you are importing, there should be like performance issue. So instead of that, only those who have like newly added things are there, only those things are supposed to be imported. So how can we do this? We can have, we can say that is entry point of view, very important case is incremental import. Yesterday someone asked me regarding this also. Yeah, there are additional true properties. Hyphen check column employee ID. Any column you can take, guys, but only one column you can specify the name here. Then incremental append. So this is the yeah, okay, incremental append. So in this column we are going to be doing the incremental append. So when you are doing this incremental append, you supposed to be mentioned last value. So you supposed to be know the last value. Here the last value is employee ID. I mentioned it, right? Employee ID is 107. So the last value you know it, right? So you can retrieve the data and you can check it out. That is the 107. Okay. So that 107 is supposed to be mentioned here. Nothing much difference, guys. Remaining everything is same. Okay. Then let me run this. Okay, done. Now if you go and check here, there is another file. Okay, see, only these two things. Only these two things we are going to get. Whatever we added here. If you make it last value as like something as to the 106, 107 onwards, it will be displaying it. So from where I think you're supposed to in real time, 99% this is not going to be the employee ID. This is going to be the timestamp. The date property we are going to be taking, yesterday date we are going to be specifying here. So the last value will be that. So today date onwards, it is going to be importing it. Clear, guys? So this is how we can make it our incremental imports, guys. Any queries, please let me know, guys. Otherwise, I'll move on to the next thing. Well, okay. When it comes to Eval, here we are going to be working with directly SQL queries, guys. Okay. So instead of like running the SQL command from like your SQL prompt, all SQL queries you can get it from here itself. Only. Nothing much difference here. So why we are talking about eval is I think we will see now. Anyway, show tables, anything, whatever the command you are going to be running from there, you can run it. All your SQL queries, guys. Okay. Then what is the purpose of this now? See, running this query is not a big deal. I think here we can do it. But the thing is here we are going to be mainly concentrating on this query. Why we need to have a query here and what is the purpose? So the main purpose is for getting invoking our join functionality. So when you say join directly table, you cannot import it. See, when you say import, the table is needed. Directly from the table you can get the data. When you say eval, the query is needed. Eval with the table will not work. Import and a query will not work. Okay, let me try if you want. You can see. So if I say the same select star from, if you do the import, it will not. But it will not work directly. What is mean by directly? So there is another alternative. Other alternative. So what I mean to say here is whenever you are using import, we supposed to be use hyphen hyphen table. Whenever you are going to be using eval hyphen hyphen query. But when you do the join here, I need to be import with the query compulsory, right? So you need to write a query to make two tables or three tables joins, right? So without that you cannot. So whenever we are going to be using import with the query, this is mandatory, guys. we should use or implement dollar conditions in that query. It is mandatory, guys. Without dollar conditions, it may not be possible. We'll see it now. Join, here import, but here query. Okay, hyphen query. Remaining everything is common. There is no sure change in this, but only the thing is you are going to be making query. The query, I think you know the join query. We know the join query, right? Already in Hive also we have done that. We need to have two tables, EMP and DEPT, and there should be some common column between these. And if you want to have a primary key or foreign key relation, that should be good. Otherwise, common column is enough, guys. So let me go with that table creation part here itself only. Table DEPT DID as an integer, dname, var okay. Then the common column employee ID is an integer. You can make it a foreign key relationship also if you want. Employee ID with the reference of RENCES references 10 pieces of right PEMP of employee ID. Please let me know, guys. Foreign key. Let me try it out. Okay, PDFT is done. Then you can insert the data. Department 10, dname something HR for 100. Something wrong there. What is that? Values. It was done. Second, something development. Okay, that's it. I think we can testing. Okay, so I want to do the